If you're thinking about buying or selling in Sarasota County, July's numbers just shifted the conversation. Sellers are gaining leverage, but buyers aren't chasing everything. Let's break down exactly what happened and what it means for you. Hi folks, I'm Troy Sacco from Generous Property Real Estate. And every month I go through the official numbers from the Realtor Association of Sarasota and Manatee, plus current mortgage rate data, and I break it down for you in plain English. No fear bait, no guessing where the market's headed next, just what actually happened and what it means for your decision. Today we're covering single family, condos, and townhomes, the 1 million plus luxury market, and where mortgage rates stand. And if you want to go deeper than what I cover here, the full written July market report is linked in the description below. Grab it anytime. Let's start with single family homes in Sarasota County. In July, 744 homes closed. That's up almost 3% from last July. The median sale price came in at $439,500, up 5% year over year. And the average sale price rose even more, up 11.6% to $764,307. A sign that the higher priced homes are pulling that average up. And here's the number that stands out to me most: days to contract. Homes are going under contract in a median of just 52 days. That's down 17.5% from a year ago. New listings were up 9.6% and new pending sales rose 6.6%. So homes are coming onto the market and going under contract almost as fast. Cash purchases made up about a third of single-family closings last month, and sellers received a median of 94.2% of their original list price, up from 91% last July. That gap matters because it tells you buyers are negotiating less room than they were a year ago. What that means in plain terms: if you're a buyer waiting for more single-family homes to choose from, that window is narrowing. And if you're a seller, you're likely to see more competition for your home than you did a year ago. If you want the full price band breakdown, I'm talking every segment from starter homes through multi-million-dollar sales. That's all laid out in the July market report. The link's in the description. I'd rather you have the real numbers than just headlines. Now, condos and townhomes told a different story. Closed sales jumped 33% year over year to 318, a big number. The median sale price rose 13.3% to $340,000, and the average sale price jumped 62.7% to $610,513, which tells me more higher-priced condos are closing than a year ago. Cash buyers made up almost 60% of the condo sales last month, which is typical for this segment. But here's the twist. Even with all the extra buyer activity, days to contract actually went up 28% to a median of 92 days. New pending sales rose almost 28%, but new listings actually dipped slightly, down 5.3%. Active inventory fell almost 11% year over year, bringing months of supply to 5.6 months. Tighter than a year ago, but still roomier than the single-family market. So more buyers are showing up, but they're taking longer to commit. If you're selling a condo, that tells me pricing and presentation still carry weight. Buyers have options, and they're using the time to compare before they write an offer. Now let's talk the luxury market. At the top of the market, things are moving even faster. Single-family sales over $1 million were up 39% year over year in Sarasota County. Sales between $1.25 and $1.49 million rose 47%. And sales between $2 million and $2.99 million were up 50%. Condo and townhome sales over $1 million more than tripled, from 12 sales last July to 41 this July. Across all property types over $1 million, the median sale price came in at $1.5 million, up 6.4% from last year. If you own a property on Key or Siesta Key, or you're considering one, this is worth paying attention to. Buyers looking for privacy, water access, and turnkey living are actively in the market right now. I saw this firsthand recently. I sold a $1.4 million home in 1 week at full list price with multiple offers. That's the kind of demand we're talking about at this price point. If you're sitting on a property in that range and you're curious about what it's worth today in today's market, that's exactly the kind of conversation I'd rather have with you directly rather than guess over a video. Book a time using the link in the description and we'll go through specific numbers. One more number worth knowing. The 30-year fixed mortgage rate averaged 6.67% as of mid-August, just under where it was a year ago at 6.58%. The 15-year fixed averaged 5.96%. Rates have held fairly steady over the past few weeks, which is part of why we're seeing buyers move rather than wait on the sidelines for a big drop. So what does this mean if you're buying? Single-family inventory is tightening. If you've been sitting on the sidelines waiting for more selection, that's getting harder to count on, especially with under 4 months of supply. Condos are giving you more breathing room to compare and negotiate, particularly in Sarasota County, where days to contract stretch to 92 days. Either way, the numbers say buyers who are ready are getting off the fence, and it's helping them win. And if you're selling, you're in a stronger position than you were a year ago, especially with a single-family home. Sellers are getting closer to their asking price and homes are moving faster. If you're in an amenity-rich, newer community like Talent Preserve in Nokomis, a golf and downsizer community like Calusa Lakes, or a boating community like South Bay Yacht and Racket in Osprey, this is a good time to have a real conversation about what your home is worth today, not what it was worth a year ago. Every one of these numbers plays out differently depending on your street, your price point, and your timeline. We keep our clients focused on what they're trying to achieve with as little stress and anxiety as possible along the way. 2 ways to go deeper: grab the full market report, links in the description, or if you want to talk through your specific goals, book a time with us. There's a link in the description to do that as well. I want to thank you for watching, and remember, the more you focus on the good, the more good comes into your life. I'll see you around town.